Hey guys, what's going on? I'm going to do a quick review of Inside Options by David Chau. This is him on the right here. So I haven't actually joined this service, but I've gone through and analysed what this guy is probably doing and how much he's charging, and is going to have a chat about that and see what you guys think about it. So here is a review that I've started. I'm planning on joining at some point. I think it's a good program. It's basically trading SPX and something that I've been starting to trade more myself. So definitely something that's worth checking out. This is an option selling program though, so if you're not familiar with selling options and collecting the premium, then this is something that you might not be too interested in. However, it does come with some interesting guarantees and things, so let's get started. So I'll leave a link in the description, you can come and check this article out. Anyway, this is David, and this is called the SPX income program, which is, it sounds exciting, right? So what he says is you can basically sell these options on SPX and make $200 to $300 every day in just passive average daily cash flow. And while this is definitely achievable, there are some obvious requirements, right? You can't just start with $1,000 and hope to make $300 a day selling options. So he has a bunch of criteria on his website which you have to follow in order to participate in this program. The first one is you have to have $26,000 minimum capital for this. And if you have that and you're not able to make $200 to $300 daily cash flow for, think about 20 days. So if you do not generate a return on your membership within 20 days, they provide a refund. So that's pretty good, which is great, right? I mean, if you can do that and, in 20 days later you haven't made that $3,600, which is what it costs every year, then they give you your money back. And this is pretty good. I mean, that's something I'm interested in. You can do it for some reason, I'm not completely sure why yet. You have to do it in allotments of 26,000 though, so you can't just put in 50,000, it has to be 52,000. It's odd. So don't quite fully understand why it's quantized like that, but it is. So they make you do 26,000 and then 52,000 after that. So the strategy is obviously, like I said, it's a sell side strategy where members collect a premium. It's on SPX only, so it's things like iron condors on SPX, and I looked up some of the Reddit stuff that I could find. David protects his strategy pretty well. He doesn't really want people to know how he does this, obviously because a lot of these things are not that hard to replicate. This was the best thing I could find. Somebody showing their profit loss on here. They were claiming to be a happy subscriber. The problem is they got rid of all the good information, right? So you can see the iron condors here. It looks like what it is next day SPX. So is it like 0 DTE kind of thing? Overnight, or 1 DTE, depending on how you look at things. So it does look like it's iron condors, and the track record is proprietary. You can't find it anywhere. You can't actually find the actual trades or the strike prices or anything a lot. He tweets a lot about the 100% win rate since the inception. It's hard to know how long it's actually been though. So you can do 20% a month. So he's saying 20% a month ROI on that 26,000 is what you would need if he's able to guarantee you that the a refund if you don't make that 3,600 back. That's 20% every month, which seems really unrealistic in the longer term, right? Maybe you'll do a few months like that, or even 6 months, and then you'll have a few massive max losses and wipe all that out. So something doesn't feel quite right about this program from that point of view. The 100% win rate since inception, the fact that you don't get to see any of the real trades, and the guarantee is interesting, but it's also kind of, you could see how you could get away with the guarantee for quite a bit because of the high win rate of these strategies. But that doesn't mean that after the guarantee is expired, that 6 months from now you're not going to take max losses on all these spreads and end up giving all that money back. And of course the guarantee only is for the first 20 days or so that you're a member. So one thing you might want to consider is theta traders. So Lance at Theta Traders does more conservative strategies. This is the website. I'll leave a link in the description below. He also does 0 DTE spreads on SPX every day, which are doing really, really well. In fact, you can go and check out everything you get on this table here. It only costs $197 for 3 months though. Even the lifetime payment is less than what David Chau's charging for his. And inside Theta Traders you also get not just the 0 DTE SPX alerts, but you get all this other stuff as well, including futures, cash secured puts, lots of educational stuff. The list goes on and on and on. We have a ton of testimonials on it, and if you want to look at the 2022 Google spreadsheet results, the 0 DTEs were extremely profitable over the whole last year. So unlike David's SPX income program, every single strike price, everything is given in the spreadsheets here. So you can see the strikes, deltas, the percentage win rate, everything is in here. So nothing is obscured, nothing is hidden. So to me, this is the way it should be done, as opposed to charging $3,600 for David's program, where you don't really have any of that transparency that you need. So that's what I'm basically saying when I'm looking at this program, this SPX income program. It doesn't have the transparency. Sure, it has this really cool money back guarantee thing, but really that doesn't mean a whole lot, because in 20 trading days, like I'm saying, you could easily have a winning streak where that's fine, but then you lose all that money outside of that, and the refund guarantee no longer holds. So I would say $3,600 is too much to pay for this, and I think there's better options like Theta Traders. I don't think this is something that would be particularly attractive to many people at this price point. So David himself does seem to have quite a bit of credibility though, so there's an about page on him in Inside Options here, and he is a serial entrepreneur, and you know, again, it kind of feels like he's one of these people that made a lot of money outside of trading, and then he's using that massive amount of capital to then sell options at very low delta and then basically make significant income, but in a way that like he didn't actually build up his capital to get to that point, if that makes sense. So I would say I'm probably going to give this a miss. I mean, maybe I'd give it a go. It's kind of on the expensive side for what you get though. He's got a lot of good testimonials and things here, and you can kind of go through some of this. But overall, I'd say something like Theta Traders is offering much more value for money. So yeah, anyway, hopefully that's helpful, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.